Well, congratulations on this one.
Thank you.
It's a bit of a different one for you.
It is. I'm very excited to be in the host seat this time around.
How did it come about?
Well, they reached out, and it was one of those things where I absolutely love dating reality shows. I watch almost all of them. And so to be given the opportunity to not only be involved in something that I consume all the time, but to be in a host position, I am not a stranger to a reunion show. So it was really nice to kind of, really as a fan feel like, and a viewer that I really want to get to the bottom of this, and I don't want to let, when you're watching and you feel like you see somebody squirming out of an answer. So it was really fun to kind of, be the person to be like, wait, let me put your feet to the fire here.
Yeah, that's so true. You've got some practice. Had you seen the show before?
So I watched season 1 and 2. And I was instantly hooked. And I feel like, season 2 built upon season 1. And season 3 blows it all out of the water. I mean, we really have everything. You have, it's very juicy to the point where the entire cast was so shocked last night. We had walk-offs, we had makeups and breakups. And I mean, my heart was racing. I felt like we went through all the emotions last night.
So you've ticked off an Aussie soap with Neighbours, which is
Yes.
going to come out soon. And you've participated in an Aussie reality show now. Would you ever come on as like a contestant?
I've been offered a few of these already, and I
I'm a
keep
celebrity
saying
or
no. Absolutely never getting me in a jungle with any type of arachnid. I told them I really am flattered, but you can stop asking me. I hate spiders so bad you don't understand. So anything that ever has anything to maybe do with it, no. But that being said, I'll keep an open mind for other things that have nothing to do with spiders. Yes, maybe.
Okay, fair enough. You're also the soap opera queen. You've ticked off Neighbours. Do you think you'd ever do Home and Away if the right character came along?
This is where I'm at in my life. I never say no to anything, and I think that's why I've enjoyed such a varied career, because it does feel like I never know what's going to come next. I just finished, doing Traders where I was a contestant. Now I'm sitting in the host seat. I'm about to start filming Selling Sunset. I did Neighbors. So it's like, I think that variety is the spice of life, and I never say no.
You're a busy woman.
Keep an open mind.
Absolutely. You're an honorary Aussie. What do you think is the most Australian thing about you, other than your partner, of course?
Oh, I like this question. The most Australian thing about me, I find a lot of similarities growing up in a rural area in Kentucky to Australians, where I feel like, I know people know me for this like glam version, but like all last weekend, for instance, we were just sitting at home with the family in our, scrub clothes and, just having that real time. Feels Aussie, but it also feels Southern. So I think that inherently I tend to fit in a little bit here because I love just like feeling like relaxed here. Even the way I pack here is differently. You wouldn't know that now.
Yes.
But, when I'm off the clock, I'm really, just like in tennis shoes, whatever, like running around, and people are like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, oh, I'm just looking for some cheese.
So you can go incognito here.
Yes.
What do you think is the most important Aussie-ism that G has taught you?
Oh, I love when oh my gosh, there's so many things, honestly. I love when she says, I'm under the pump. It's the cutest way to say, like, I'm stressed out. Or, normally somebody would be, like, snippy at you or something, and she's just so amazing. It's just like, I can't do the accent, but, saying that they're under the pump, and I'm just so charmed every single time. Like, what can I do to help you? Oh my God, there's so many things. I love the saying early days. It's early days. What does G say a lot? Also, G says, obviously, G taught me old mate, which at first I was like, wait, why are we calling that person old? And then I didn't realize, G's like, oh my gosh, no, old mate is, anyway, that was a very funny thing the day that I learned that, because I was like, oh my God,
That's so
baby,
rude.
don't say that. You're like, what?